80% of NRIs based in Australia plan to return to India after retiring. We have the same figure for Singapore. From the US, 75% of NRIs want to come back. From the UK, the figure stands at 70%. From Canada, it is 63%.
The American dream, the Canada dream, the dream of a golden visa in the UAE. For years now, most Indian techies have dreamt these dreams, but today they are dreaming of coming back home to India. You see, they've realized the grass is not greener on the other side. As per reports, in fact, a lot of Indian techies living in other countries have reached out to recruitment agencies seeking options and opportunities in India. As per collator data, there are at least 38,000 Indian expat talent looking to come back to India. The number has reportedly doubled in a month.
So bad. It's like everyone is looking for a job and no one is getting job properly. So many of my friends don't have job right now and they have been here from 2 years or 3 years.
5 फॉरेन कंट्रीज में रह रहे इंडियंस का जब एक सर्वे लिया गया तो उसमें कुछ बहुत ही शॉकिंग आंसर्स मिले। सर्वे किए गए 60% इंडियंस ने कहा कि वो अपने देश को छोड़कर दोबारा से इंडिया लौटना चाहते हैं।
Every year 2.5 million Indians migrate abroad, which makes it one of the highest number of migrants across the world. 35.4 million NRIs, non-resident Indian or people of Indian origin, stay across the world. But did you know there is a surge in the nationalist and populist movement rejecting globalization, multiculturalism and immigration in many of the countries. In countries like US, UK and France, there is sharp differences in politics which is creating instability in governance and overall peaceful life. Inflation is reducing the purchasing power of immigrants, making it harder for affordable housing, food, healthcare and many more. And the worst case scenario is a chance of a world war. The geopolitical instability across the world is creating a chaos. So the question is, how stable is the environment for immigrants? What is their future? The trend is changing. India is seeing reverse immigration. So in this video, let's analyze what is better in India, how government is welcoming the NRIs back, and it is better to come back to India before it's too late. Hi, I'm Nirmal and you're watching the knowledge series of Fincash.com. Many Indians return to our country for its lower cost of living. But moreover, Indian job market has been evolving rapidly, creating opportunities across the sectors. The growth of tech hubs and business incubators across India is making a level playing field. Also, our education system is getting reformed day by day. More and more institutions are opened for international education and curriculum, making a brighter future. The increase in establishment of prestigious institutions like Indian Institute for Technology, Indian Institute of Management are enhancing educational quality to international standards. Many Indian universities and colleges are gaining recognition globally, with increasing collaborations with international institutions and more opportunities for students to gain global exposure. According to a 2023 report from IIM Bangalore, there has been a 40% increase in the number of faculty members with international experience joining Indian institutions. This influx has enhanced the quality and the global perspective of research. The rise of digital adaptations and platforms make India freelance friendly. Location doesn't restrict creations or creators. The growth of India's media, entertainment and tech sectors provide a fertile ground for creative professionals. Also, being a tropical country, India's diverse climatic zones offer a neutral living environment throughout the year, which makes our country more adaptable compared to the harsh climatic zones worldwide. A survey conducted by the Times of India in 2024 found that 60% of returning professionals believe India offers better work-life conditions than any other country. 50% mentioned family ties and culture as significant factors for returning back. The desire to reconnect with the root, family, and culture outweighs the materialistic benefit for a lot of NRIs. Let's not forget the richness of our culture and heritage that provides a sense of belonging. However, the infrastructure boom across India is increasing the quality of living, whether it is a tier 1 city or tier 2 city. Thousands of kilometers of roads are being built day in and day out. Express highways are going to connect India from one end to the other end. Cheaper internet, quality education, international exposure is going to make India the center of the world. India is one of the top consumer markets in the world, targeting to become the biggest manufacturing hub across many sectors. India is expected to become the biggest automobile manufacturing within 2029, crossing US and China. ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, is already the most efficient and cheapest space research institute across the world with groundbreaking innovations. India is also planning to be a lead player across AI, robotics, semiconductors by creating innovation hub like Silicon Valleys across hundreds of smart cities in our country. The government is focusing on creating high-skilled job opportunities through programs like Skill India and Make in India. These sectors are seeing a growing demand for professionals with international experience, enticing Indians to return with job guarantees and better opportunities. India has significantly improved its ease of doing business ranking, with more reforms for digital processes, regulatory changes, and investment ease. Indians returning home can start business or invest more efficiently. The Indian government has been making the process of returning smoother with more NRI-friendly policies like tax benefits, easier investment opportunities, and even simplifying legal procedures for returning residents. Government initiatives like Startup India and incentives for innovation are helping many NRIs to start their business, access funding more easily. There is strong government support for entrepreneurship. Initiatives like NRI bonds help channel foreign investment into Indian markets with high returns. In an effort to better integrate NRIs into Indian political system, discussions around allowing NRI to vote in Indian elections via proxy voting or e-ballots are gaining traction. If you look at the stats, reverse immigration strongly started when COVID began. That is when tensions across the globe started increasing, be it recession, religious problems, or dominations of politics. According to a NASSCOM report from 2023, approximately 10 to 15% of Indian tech professionals who had previously moved to countries like US, Canada, and Australia were actively planning to return to India. The Indian startup ecosystem indicates that around 30% of new startups in cities like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, and Mumbai are founded by returning Indians. According to a 2023 analysis by Reserve Bank of India, there has been significant increase in foreign direct investment (FDI) coming from Indian expatriates returning to invest in their home country. The total FDI from this segment grew by 18% in the last year. Anti-immigration sentiments across the globe and rising geopolitical tensions may push out the immigrants, turning a blind eye towards their contribution for the community over the years. Trade wars between US and China, the Russia-Ukraine conflict, and uncertainties surrounding global supply chains are increasing economic instability in many regions. This may adversely affect the Indians abroad, especially business owners and professionals whose growth can get stagnant. Remember, immigrants are always guests. No countries will prefer guests above their own in face of a crisis. There is a global report of a likelihood of a global pandemic returning, coupled with the instability across the world, makes a clear case for the Indians to consider coming back to their home country. India is on its way to become a global superpower. There's a lot every single individual can contribute on a personal and professional capacity, ensuring you have a future stability in your own home country. Since inception, India have given a lot to the world. It is time for us to restore the same, become self-sufficient. Do not miss out on the growth trajectory of our country. It is your time, your effort. Invest it smartly.